London, a gloomy evening in early October, light rain covered the street like Caitriona Balfe's mood at that time. Few people expected that, behind the image of a talented, brave and always radiant star on the red carpet, Caitriona was going through an extremely sensitive and chaotic period in her personal life. According to an insider source close to the actress, her marriage to music producer Tony McGill had quietly ended a few months before the news of her pregnancy spread online. The two used to be a private couple, rarely sharing photos or comments about each other in the media. However, it was that silence that became a clue that made fans suspicious. Caitriona and Tony tried. But over time, the distance in thinking, work and even emotions became impossible to fill, a source from the Outlander crew revealed. She was busy with a tight filming schedule from Scotland to South Africa, while Tony was increasingly withdrawing from showbiz. The difference in direction and pace of life had quietly pulled them apart. But what really hurt Caitriona was not the breakup, but having to face the media and the audience, who always assumed she was having a peaceful married life. Sam Heughan, the only person who made her feel like herself. What was even more shocking was, not long after breaking up with Tony, Caitriona became pregnant. And the name mentioned most in the rumors was Sam Heughan, her compatible co-star, a close friend for nearly a decade. Those who follow Outlander know that there has always been a special chemistry between Sam and Caitriona, far beyond what can be called professional acting. They understand each other through their eyes, through their gestures, and behind the scenes, they always show each other subtle care. Sam is always by my side in the most difficult times. He doesn't ask much, but with just one look, I know I'm not alone, Caitriona once said in an interview. That statement, at that time, was considered a polite remark. But now, it is repeated with a completely different meaning. Pregnancy in silence, and a brave decision. When the rumors began to spread, Caitriona chose to stay silent. She neither confirmed nor denied. That only made the audience more curious. But according to a close friend, Caitriona's decision to stay silent was not because she was afraid of the truth, but because she wanted to protect Sam, who was standing on the thin line between private life and the public. She got pregnant after she broke up with Tony. That's true, but what worries Caitriona is how to keep this story from turning into a media storm that could destroy everything between her and Sam, the source confirmed. The pregnancy was not in the plans of either of them, but when Sam heard the news, he did not panic. Instead, he chose to accept it, as he always does with anything related to Caitriona, sincerely, calmly and responsibly. A new chapter, currently, although there is no official confirmation from the couple. Recent photos taken at a charity event in Glasgow show Sam and Caitriona more radiant than ever. She appeared in a silk dress, revealing a clear pregnant belly, while Sam kept looking at her with a gentle gaze that touched the audience. Fans do not need any more statements. They felt it all from the way they stood next to each other, as if they had chosen each other, no matter how many storms they had gone through, and now it was time to write a whole new chapter.